I'm the Sound Fairy, and I'll be reading a book called The Adventures of Bagel, the High A Sound Wave. It all started one fine morning when a ukulele string was plucked, hurtling a sound wave named Bagel through the air. Bagel didn't really know where he was going, but he ended up approaching an ear. The pinna, the outside of the ear, caught Bagel and shoved him down the external acoustic meatus, or ear canal. Bagel frolicked down the ear canal and face planted into the tympanic membrane, or eardrum. The eardrum vibrated back and forth, allowing Bagel to float past it. When the eardrum vibrated, it moved a bone called the malleus, and this simultaneously transported Bagel to the malleus. Now, Bagel is in the middle ear. The malleus bumps a bone called the incus, which nudges another called the stapes. Bagel is carried through these two bones as well. These three bones are called ossicles. Due to the ossicles' help, Bagel grew stronger and larger. Bagel is flung into the fluid of the cochlea once the stapes hit the oval window, the entrance to the inner ear. The cochlea has three fluid-filled tunnels threading through. The scala vestibuli and scala tympani have potassium-scarce perilymph fluid, while the scala media has potassium-rich endolymph fluid. The basilar membrane sits between the scala media and scala tympani and is speckled with over 20,000 fibers. Fibers near the base of the cochlea are shorter, while fibers near the apex are longer. When the cochlear fluid or basilar membrane move, the fibers move along with it. However, shorter fibers near the base only move when struck with high-pitched sounds, while longer fibers near the apex only move when hit with low-pitched sounds. Okay, back to Bagel. Bagel swims through cochlear fluid and creates waves in the fluid. When Bagel swims across the basilar membrane, a wave is created along the membrane, which peaks at its base. This is because when Bagel encounters the shorter fibers near the base of the cochlea, the fibers move because they recognize Bagel as a high-frequency pressure wave, since Bagel is a high A note. The organ of Corti lies on top of the basilar membrane, and it has hair cells. Tiny hairs called stereocilia grow on top of each cell. Stereocilia float in endolymph fluid. When the base of the basilar membrane and its fibers move due to Bagel's presence, the stereocilia move too, consequently opening mechanically gated potassium channels. Potassium ions from the endolymph travel to potassium-scarce perilymph under the hair cell, while calcium ions move in the hair cell through voltage-gated calcium channels, ultimately making the cell more positive. This releases vesicles of excitatory neurotransmitters. Now, action potentials occur, which is when neurons relay an electrical signal containing information about Bagel's sound wave to other neurons. The electrical signal travels through the auditory nerve and auditory pathway until arriving in the auditory cortex, where it's decoded into the AU hear.